Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome, welcome, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to my channel if you're new. I really appreciate your time. So this is October monthly general guidance from me, Julie Poole, and it's good for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. I am open for bookings. All the information is below. So let's have a look what we've got for you. I've already pulled a variety of Oracle and Tarot cards. We're going to be clarifying with new cards as we go along. All right, so the main information that has come through, the key is that you have been going around and around in circles about something. Now, we're going to find out a little bit more about what as we move through this reading. But when we get the round and around card, it's kind of, we're just on this loop about repeating a cycle or repeating the same issue. So this could be that you start dating again and you are being drawn to exactly the same sort of people you were drawn to before, and it didn't work out with them and it's not going to work out now. And you think, what's going on? This could be, what else, please? You're working on a new project, a new job, to move towards something that you want, and you don't quite ever get there. Nearly, but never quite. Whatever it is that's going around and around for you, this could be the same argument, the same issue you're having in your relationships with your significant other, and it's like, it just keeps happening. Now, we have guidance coming in. All right, this one is from the energy cards, and this is from the wisdom of the oracle. I know I often forget to tell you which cards which decks they are. Sorry about that. So we've got indecision with the round and around. So this is the guidance of, right, why is the right round and around card there and the indecision card came out? Well, that's why, because we're not quite making a decision. Where I'm in and are in, we're stuck in the middle between two paths. Okay, what does that actually say on that card? Can I read it? Unknown and unknown. That's what it says. Okay, unknown, but just don't know. So I'm frozen, not knowing whether to go right or left, because I'm in this loop where I'm going around. So guidance coming in from the answer is simple. This is change the scenery. Sometimes when we just step back from something, go away for the weekend, go and stay with friends, go for a walk, just get out of the house for an hour, whatever you need to do, change the scenery. Because as you know that saying, a change is as good as a rest. Just allowing yourself to have a different four walls, a different scenery, could help bring the clarity, the answers, the aha moments will start to come about what it is that you are indecisive about, that you're going around and around on. Now, from the animal oracle, we have elephant spirit, learn from the past, and grasshopper, which is all about taking a leap of faith. So learning from the past, this is beautiful. Let's stay with this for a minute, because when we have round and around, it means that we just haven't figured out. That's why the indecision card is there. We haven't figured out where we've gone wrong, so we keep making the same mistake. I don't particularly like the word mistake. We repeat the same pattern. So when we have an experience, what's meant to happen is that we take the learning from it and then we move forward. The experience has created the learning within us, which has changed or grown, enhanced some form of ourself. And then, what the experience was is almost irrelevant. It's what's the learning that's come out of it. So when we go round and around, we haven't taken the learning. Now, I am not criticizing. I'm in no position to, trust me. I usually will make the same mistake at least 3 times before I get it and go, that's probably not the best way. It's not working for me. It's not in my highest good. And then eventually I take the learning and then I'll make some changes and then hopefully not repeat the pattern again. So the elephant spirit is your advice to learn from the past. What was the learning about that? What did I gain? What was painful, difficult about that situation? What was joyful, amazing about that experience? I want to take the learning, and that is what's going to get me out of this round and around energy, because we've got two cards of indecision here. The indecision card, it says what it is on the tin, and the Two of Swords, which is indecision as well. Now, the Two of Swords is indecision because I don't have enough information. I'm blindfolded, I can't see the moon there on the card, what's hidden, what's under the surface, what I don't know yet. I don't want to make a decision until I've got all the information and all the facts. Then I can make a decision and move into the space I'm meant to move into. So to help me with this, I need to revisit the past, learn from the past, have a little look at, you know, whatever it is I'm round and around on, you know. So this could be something like, you know, I keep going on a diet and falling off. I keep quitting XYZ and falling off the wagon. Whatever it is, I just am repeating that cycle. So I need to get some more information. Let's look at the past, and then I can take a leap of faith to move myself forward. This is part of this indecision as well. You know, I'm scared of getting it wrong. What happens if I make a decision and then it's wrong? It's like, well, so I'll paralyzed. I'll stay where I am until I'm 1000% sure. Sometimes, you know, as long as it's more than 51% and the scales are tipped that way, go with it. Take a leap of faith and say, I don't need to have all the answers right now. I'll figure it out as I go along. All right. This is what we often do wrong. We're waiting to have all the answers before we move in a particular direction. And so we don't have all the answers, so we don't move and we stand still, and then we're in that loop. So what we want to do is say, look, what's the worst that can happen? All right, this is something that I often use in myself and my clients. What's the worst that can happen? To me, the worst that can happen is that you continually stand still, or you continually go round in loops, and you're not experiencing life because we're stuck in the same energy, sometimes months and years. I think that's worse than taking a leap of faith and going for it. And then if it doesn't work out, okay, well, I've learned something new there, and now I can go on a different path. So the advice is to take a leap of faith, Gemini. Take a leap of faith. Now, that means getting out of your head. Five of Swords is all about, you know, internal conflict, arguing with yourself, really not sure. Life's a bit of a battle. We've got to get out of that space and let's move towards and work on allowing growth and expansion. Trips, travel, your ship's coming in and working on it. There's the worker card, the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card of somebody that works really hard and they know what they're doing. They're experts. They are really good. So this could be down to a need of perfectionism. It's got to be perfect before I make a move. I need to have all the answers before I risk anything. This is playing it too safe. It's playing it too small. This is where we've got to take a leap of faith and say, do you know what? I'm going to jump on that ship. I'm going for it. I'm getting out of this stuck space. I'm just going for it. I'm absolutely going for it. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. All right. So we have got coming out now the King of Swords and the High Priestess. Look at all this energy, very similar colors here, even though the High Priestess is all about water and the King of Swords is all about air. The colors are so similar. This is the higher chakras, guys, okay? This is the third eye and the crown. This is us just really allowing logic with the King of Swords and our intuition from our third eye and our crown to come together and say, what makes logical sense and what feels right? What's my inner guidance? Listening to that internal sat nav. What's the internal guidance trying to push me towards? Because the King of Swords is somebody who's decisive. He can make a decision. He's often a lawyer. He's an expert. He's a mentor. So maybe this is about you talking to somebody in a position of authority or expertise and saying, help me, guide me forward. Maybe you want to see a coach. Maybe you want to go see an expert. Allowing yourself to tap into that help and assistance because it's there. It's time for you to move forward. All right. What are we clarifying here, please? Let's have a look at grasshoppers. Let's take a leap of faith, which is like the Fool card. Yeah. Taking a leap of faith. What are we taking a leap of faith on? They're just showing me his crown. I love the animal oracle because they're always wearing some kind of crown or specialness that says, I'm in my power. I'm in my power. All right, let's find out about grasshopper. Tell me some more about grasshopper. Okay. Hierophant, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. So what happens when, Gemini, we take a leap of faith? What happens when we make a commitment? All right. The Hierophant is about commitment, and it is about contracts, and it is about making a decision. I'm not standing still anymore. I am committing to this. I am taking that leap of faith. All right. I'm taking the leap of faith. So I love the fact the Hierophant's here because we've also got, of course, the High Priestess. So, you know, the High Priestess is the High Priest, and he's the High Priest, High Priestess, High Priest, all right, the equivalent. So we've got this beautiful balance. Now here's all about, let's just do it. Let's stop talking about it. Let's stop being indecisive. Just make it happen. So we are committing to that goal, that dream. We are making a decision, and we're letting go of what happens if it's not quite perfect. It's like, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. So we've got the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. A new beginning, clarity, focus, and that dove of peace behind it. Because once I've made a decision, now I can move forward. And I'm letting go of if it's the perfect decision or not. You know, it's fine. I'll figure it out. And that is bringing you, leading you towards your Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. This is money, security, authority, in a position of power. I am in my powerful self, moving towards my happiness, my joy, my security, my happy ever after. So when I take out leap of faith, because that's what those cards are confirming, that leap of faith, I am moving towards my happiness if I just get out of this indecision. So get out of the house, change the scenery, go, just let it go, all right? And then say, I'm ready to take the learning from the past, to move towards this new beginning, and to jump in with both feet, not dipping a toe in the water. Taking a leap of faith is not dip a little toe in the shallow end and, oh, it might be too cold. No, no, no. We are going to dive in the deep end. We're going to take a leap of faith and say, I can swim. It'll be okay. All right. Even if you can't swim, you know what I mean? We're going to just jump in. All right. What else do we want to know? Tell me more for my Geminis. Okay. Okay. Seven of Swords. Something here about some deceit that's gone on in the past, and that is what is part of your round and around in circles. Scared of being burnt again, scared of being misled again, scared of being led up the garden path and back down again. So I'll just stand still because I'm safe here. Yeah, you're safe, but you're not really living, are you? We want to move forward and get back into life, including taking some risks, because that's when we're really living rather than existing. So yes, this nasty stuff's gone on before, but we can now, we've learned quite a lot here. We've got the King of Cups. See how choppy that water is all around him, right? And he's on his throne. He's not concerned about his feet getting wet. He's not concerned about how choppy it is all around him, because he is in a very calm place. This is all about emotional maturity, being able to hold your head while everybody else is losing theirs, being able to just stay in that faith of, you know, it is what it is. It'll be fine. And you're just moving into this beautiful new beginning. And look at this. We've got the Six of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So you are moving towards a new happy beginning, but you've got to make a decision. It's decision time to say, do you know what? It's time for me to move forward, not this or something better. No, I'm getting out of this space. I'm not going to stand here frozen not able to move back or forward. I'm not doing that anymore. I am moving on, and I'm moving towards this Ace of Cups. A new beginning of happiness is beautiful. This is a lovely reading for you, Gemini. I hope you have an amazing October. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely month, and I'll see you next time. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.